Welcome back to Neo. Okay, so after learning some aspects about the plague noise, let's report back to Canon and see, tell what we found and compare.
It's recap time.
Yeah, basically.
Hey Rindo, what kind of noises have you seen today?
Plenty, actually. Alright, fortunately, for convenience for the player, the developers were nice enough to put Canon right in the middle of the Scramble Crossing.
Oh, nice.
Gonna get run over again.
No, in the UG...
no cars ever pass through here. Mindy! Twisters! You sure got here quick.
One might keep you waiting.
Huh?
Is he always like this?
Aw, how thoughtful.
Yes, he is.
If Shaw was
It's
here, he would
awesome.
use his megaphone to say get a room.
Well, let's go over what y'all have told me so far. We need some kind of light in this darkness,
Yeah.
if you get what I mean. The noise seemed to appear out of thin air.
Technically, they come from the noise plane, but you don't know that, so I'll forgive you. The characters haven't...
Something about a
Go on.
bug zapper?
We've read the secret reports, but the characters haven't, so...
That about sum it up.
Wait, I missed something. Can we do that again?
No. You snooze, you lose.
This recap exists just to literally tell you what you already knew in case you forgot.
It was a joke. So if we put everything together...
Like a puzzle.
So what made the plague noise appear? Achiko's color, the 1004 sign, the bookstore light, or Rendo's mask?
My mask scared the noise into appearance.
He breathed very hard.
Obviously the bookstore
No.
light.
Well, you see,
There was something about the light at the bookstore.
You see, it's Rindu's mask that he got from his great-great-grandfather Dio. The light? What about it?
It kills bugs, but how exactly? Is it bug spray, a special light, a fly swatter, or bats?
Rindu, you're Batman?
No.
Idle wear occupied.
No joke, Batman would probably have gotten the game solved by the first week.
Oh yeah, it had a bug zapper with a bluish light.
A blue zapper with a bluish light.
Oh wow, the PS5 Deluxe is just that powerful. Sounds like a black light.
We thought so too.
I guess that's how it's labeled.
We'll need to get our hands on one somehow.
So we need a black
Let's
light.
just go to the store and buy
Just-
some.
Just buy one from Asda or something.
Go ahead.
They might sell them at Tokyo Hands.
There you go, it goes. Bottom.
Probably. They sell just about everything.
So,
Oh,
We
so
could get
so Tokyo Hands is like the Amazon of Shibuya?
Well, it might...
No, wait.
I'd say
Japan,
more like B&M.
Japan has this culture of having convenience stores where they call kombini, which basically sell everything if you need. Usually they're not that big, though.
You know, wait, actually, we're in the underworld, so maybe we should go to the ghost of a store. Let's head up Radio Shack.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, you can even get like full business wear at them.
Jova.
Well, we'll go give it a look-see. And once we have our black light, we can test it out on the noise.
Sounds like a plan.
At least the,
Or we
you
can
know,
test it
the
out.
best chance we have.
Or we can test it out on other things that aren't used to the light. So, Nagi, you interested in being our guinea pig?
And then Nagi melts like the Wicked Witch of the West. Go ahead.
See, if it really is the weak point we're looking for, we can attack it for massive damage!
Yeah,
No
yeah.
crowd noise so far, though.
Yeah, and Rindo's
You know,
like,
actually, that
"What are
is
you talking about?"
surprising. That is surprising, actually. We've gotten a lot of animal motifs.
Well, that's the thing- well, that's the thing-
To that is the scorpion one.
Well, the thing is, Dwibs, Rendo is the typical, I know we've joked about that a lot, but there is a reason why there's a stereotype. The typical teenager who's always on his phone, so he would know about memes.
The DNA of a soul.
I thought Fred would be the one more for the memes.
Maybe both dweebs.
Both of them.
You
Maybe-
know, You have to
If
wonder,
anything,
like,
if anything, Beat will be probably the one that has to catch up with the culture, even if it's just 3 years.
All
you know,
right.
you have to wonder. The term of a meme, as it is of known now, is relatively recent. I wonder, what made people suddenly decide? Because memes actually did have a definition
Well,
before
Joe,
the
if there is a
internet
if
term.
there is a place where it's there's an origin written specifically for that or a timeline, it is know your meme. So go look there.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Know
thing
your
all the
meme,
time.
telling the definition of the
I mean,
recent
it's
definition of the word meme.
it's like Wikipedia having a page about encyclopedias. Redundant but effective.
All right.
We're here.
Tuck your hands. Let's see what they have. So, if you were a blacklight, where would you be?
Camping
on the
equipment.
show.
And the bit of a blacklight started talking to me by the bug stuff.
I don't know.
Right.
Shouldn't it be with all the other lights?
Not exactly.
Not,
Again, maybe camping stuff.
not necessarily. Some stores. See, the thing about stores is that sometimes they have terrible organization and they just put shit in places that they shouldn't be, or sometimes they even move their
Toy
section.
Story.
Well, Jova, that's just like one example. I can name a million others. Stores have typically small stores have a tradition of letting their organization basically slip. Go on.
Oh, the mom and pop shops, you mean?
Basically.
Well, maybe they have different kinds of different.
Or maybe, Joe, it's like the mom and pa shop from Seinfeld, where they apparently run off with Kramer's sneakers. I love it when it's like, mom and pop came to the neighborhood, established trust for 40 years, just so they can run away with Kramer's sneakers. Brilliant plan.
Whatever. As long as we get some kind of black light, anything will do.
Okay, let's do that.
The lack of supermarket organization is one of the main reasons I do not like going to them.
Mm-hmm.
Do you go
Oh.
to convenience shops instead?
No, Alice works at a supermarket, so I let her be in hell for us.
Typically, supermarkets
guess.
over here are fine, though sometimes you gotta be used to your particular local supermarket's variant, or if you have a chain,
And there
some
it is.
supermarkets organize their stuff vastly different from
That's
their
supposed to be a
compatriots.
black light for bug, repellent, as
think
in
this will
stopping
work.
Mm-hmm. Bottom right.
Well, Tio, to be fair, over in Japan, they have hornets as big as your hand, so
Have you
perhaps
seen
they
the moths?
need all the more power. Oh god, the wasps.
I said moths, but
The moths at the very least are relatively harmless, but yeah, the hornets are a problem.
I see no reason why not. Also, they're not harmless. They eat your clothes.
True, I suppose.
Might as well buy it and see.
They're pretty.
1 million yen? Well, 1 yen short.
No, it's
damn it.
actually 980 yen, which is not that expensive. Often
Not
considered.
really, yeah.
Just this, please.
I was gonna say it looks like the kind of light you'd use on a stage.
Maybe works for both.
Like I said, it reminds me of the one used in camping, which kind of makes sense.
All right, Dwebs and Shiro, it's,
Black
you're
light
up.
acquired.
Now, time for another talk between the lovebirds. Go on, Shiro.
Then we're all set to fight the noise.
The Great Reaper's plans defeated by what I can get from a convenience store.
Convenient.
So I think Unusual Suspect said about Lord of the Rings. It's a good job it wasn't set in the modern day, or the Ringgraves could be defeated by a mobile phone.
Also, don't blame me. That's exactly why they're called that.
Well, modern problems call for modern solutions.
Exactly. Not to mention the noise. Oh, go on.
Assuming that Hishima was right anyway, which I think he was.
Well, considering we were able to deduce who he is, yeah, probably he is right.
It does. I do wonder if the Reapers knew that this could defeat the noise, or if this
Well,
is
we'll have
just
to
something
see.
that was discovered.
We'll have to see if our protagonists are successful.
Remember-
and in case, what's their reaction?
Remember, Jova, for the sake of the game, there has to be a way for them to win. No matter how unlikely and improbable it is, there still has to be a possibility. Otherwise, the Angels will not like it.
Does it though? Remember, Pedro, in the last game, there was literally a point where it would have been legit impossible if Neku hadn't gotten lucky with Beat being his partner. Like, Megumi basically made it impossible for him. So, like, if he can get away with that...
technically Konichi, but
Yeah.
I got your point.
I think we're ready.
So, Kenichi, I'm talking about...
Well, remember, the one who had the idea of putting Neko on his own at that beginning of that third week was Konichi, who was the game master at the time, nominated by Megumi.
True.
But yeah, Megumi approved it anyway, so technically he's also to blame.
Yeah.
If you
I
want
do
to.
tend to conflate everything that happened those 3 weeks under Megumi, but
Yeah.
fair point.
I've already noticed.
Technically Kenichi.
I've already noticed that Megumi is one of your favorite characters.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Dude technically saved the city from being destroyed by God right there and then.
Okay, so like Nagi said, in theory this should work. In practice, who's to say? So, but
Well, we have to see.
I guess we might as well check. Okay, that's okay. All we need is a plague noise to appear, and we can test it. 3.
Now, who wants to
2.
debate?
Yeah.
Oh, Nagi? You, of course.
Hey, plague noise, we're over here. Let's light the sucker up and find out.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just call for one. Hey, plague noise, we're over here.
Well, technically,
Give it a test.
If
run.
I am
Well,
my
technically,
voice in
let's-
proper
That's
condition,
what
I
we're
would have
doing.
used the copy pasta of the Egon scream from Elden Ring. Curse you, Pedro!
well, technically, Dwebs, there is an ability we got from the social network that allows us to attract noise to us. So technically, that is a possibility we could try.
Also,
I think what Shoka means
also-
is, like, I think she wishes that there were a way to test this without risking our hides
also,
first.
Miss Cat, that's what we're doing.
Well, again, I think her point is, I think
Yeah.
she wishes we could find a more safer way.
Yeah,
to
that's what
test
she
it
means.
Without having to risk our hides.
That's what she means. Yeah, what Jova said.
Make sure it actually, works.
Because
Oh,
they all,
shit,
Oh!
I forgot to buy the batteries.
and then they all die because Rendo forgot to buy the batteries.
Oh, it's like in Rockadoodle. Okay.
You know, I love Beat, but I could actually totally see him being the one to forget the batteries.
Yeah, me too.
Well, technically, Rendo was the one buying it, so
Well, listen. At that point, you got to improvise. If the light don't work, hit them around the head with it.
Sure, why not?
Could if there were any other noise around, but there's not, so we can't.
Oh well, experimentation sometimes calls for greater risks.
Unfortunate. Straight to the real deal it is then.
okay. Let's,
Hey, we could also use it as a noise detector in case someone's impersonating somebody and they're a noise in disguise.
let's see if we can find ourselves some plague noise.
I'm pretty sure they exist.
I forget if noise could disguise themselves at any point.
They can possess humans, but that's the extent.
Yeah, that's the extent. I'm pretty sure.
Be a great noise detector. If they are noise, it'll burn them.
People possessed by this noise can't afford to wait while we look for a guinea pig.
Again, I just said Nagi's right there.
Right.
Also, Jibs, you just described the holy water test basically, except with light instead of water.
But yeah, like what Shoka makes a good point. Unfortunately, these noise can affect the RNG, which means the people we are in danger. So we can't exactly wait. So we need to get this rolling as fast as possible.
What do you mean?
Well, think about it, Rindu. Time's of the essence not just on our side, but top
Go ahead.
side too.
The noise sucks the soul out of people, leaves them acting like empty husks.
Ah, so Dementors.
So it
Basically.
considering the universe this game takes place in, they become nobodies, I guess.
It all comes back to Kingdom Hearts.
Well, actually, Shira, yes. Remember, this takes place in the same multiverse as Kingdom Hearts. So yes.
And going off at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind, we may or may not be going to Shibuya again.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no. I mean, for the first time.
Well, yeah. Nomura and Kano have
First time we ran into the Shibuya crew, they were in Traverse.
At this point, Joe, it's pretty obvious that Nomura and Kano have some kind of unhealthy obsession with Shibuya. So.
That's the reverb.
Don't worry, if we're going by the Square Enix multiverse, all you gotta do is get Gex and that'll solve everything.
Yes!
So they're basically left soulless.
No.
Okay, as long as he's voiced by someone British and not the American guy, I can tolerate it.
Sure. I mean...
Nothing against Dana Gould or anything, I just don't like... I just think it can be a bit irritating.
It's been a while since I've seen either dub, so I don't have any heavy preference. But hey, you know, maybe giving him a British accent could be cool and all.
Suited better for his character in Gex 2 than the US one. Is that what happened in Shinjuku?
Yeah.
So everyone was basically turned soulless, and that made the town
Go ahead, Shira,
disappear off
please.
the map.
Yeah, nobody could stop it.
So there you go.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, one or two people...
So basically, Shiba destroyed Shinjuku using the plague noise, like he's now doing to Shibuya. Yeah.
It still is the question.
And his reasoning, Shinjuku's a shithole.
We will find out his reasoning. In fact, before we even get to Shiba, there's going to be a low-end Reaper that actually basically gives you a very strong hint of what's going on behind the scenes. Go on.
I saw how it affected people in the RG.
Exactly.
So
I got it. I got his motivation. He was denied from buying some product in a Shinjuku shop that he wanted as a child. And then years later, he grew so resentful of that one shop, he just decided
this is not a Hallmark movie.
Hallmark movie.
And I can't let that happen again. We've got to move.
Then there's no time to waste.
All right, man. Let's move.
Okay, a Hallmark movie, but made by Square Enix. So a high-budget Hallmark
So,
movie.
I argue Space Wing comes very close to that.
Oh God, he's right. All it's missing is the Christmas angle. Oh, I get it. James Woods' family died on Christmas, killed by the Wraiths.
Go ahead.
Right, thanks.
All right, good. We got our heroic motivation.
Shira, it's Tsundere voice, please.
Well, you're welcome then.
Why are you blushing?
Nice to me.
Why are you
Blushing and she's angry. There's like a lot going on in
That's
that expression.
that's why I said. Remember, Kano himself confirmed that Shoka is the Tsundere archetype. So.
Goodness, Shoka, did our heart skip a beat there?
Can there please be a game made by this team that doesn't have a tsundere in it?
Well, actually,
Look.
Kingdom
I
Hearts-
said it before and I'll say it again. Tsunderes have a history of not being
I mean-
done well. That doesn't mean that they can't be done well.
I just don't like the trope.
100 Girlfriends does it perfectly, but the first game didn't have a Tsundere. I mean,
Remember... Oh, hello. Well, if you're looking for some practice, perhaps I could be of assistance.
And Beatty's like gladly and punches her in the face.
you're
Hi,
not
Foggy.
here to fight us, are you?
Suppose you gotta start acting like a real Reaper sooner or later.
Jesus.
Come on, we haven't had that many bad moments. You're one to talk.
I mean, the one who was in the job for like 2
Hey,
days.
Pinky.
Well, technically a week.
Do you two need to get a room for your own?
No.
What?
Do y'all really want to see Shibuya get erased like this?
Yeah, that's what he means
Hey.
to. Not to mention Teo.
I know.
No.
It's just that the
I thought
tension
y'all
was...
was trying to keep the city safe, yo.
Teo, be careful. The Uzuki and Korea shippers are listening, so.
I'm
I
sure
already made my stance on the matter.
I'm sure some of the Reapers are, but not me. Don't pester me. I just work here. I'm just following the orders I was given.
Just doing my job.
I
Literally.
was in charge until I got supplanted after all my hard work.
From who?
The Game
Who
Master.
do you think? I'm on a mission from God. From the Game Master, obviously. Sorry, God's still away.
The Action Game Master. So what? You're just a yes woman now?
Unfortunately, Beat,
Wow.
there's not really much she can do about it. Go ahead.
Oh, what other choice do I have?
Yep.
You have a choice. You could just not do it.
Then he'll kill.
Yeah, and
Tail.
and they'll kill me.
Relax, girl. You're just doing your job.
You're dead anyway.
So are you. Korea.
So,
What's up?
Don't tell me you're here to fight us too.
Too much effort. Take a wild guess. What do you say, Mr. Mask?
Smoking?
me?
Yes, I don't see anyone else with a
No, the
mask
one
here.
behind you. Yep.
I think you're on our side. Right?
Hmm.
Hate to break it to you, bud, but nope.
Okay, beat him up.
Korea doesn't really take sides either way.
I mean, come on, we outnumber them.
You gotta be kidding me!
Korea takes sides, but he's incredibly subtle about it to the point where you wouldn't tell.
How is that a surprise?
I'm with Shokai. You know, this is the Kingdom team, so, you know, horrible judge of characters is practically a thing they swimming in, but I don't know, this was pretty much a given.
I'm guessing the idea is like Korea and Izuki seemed like the nicest Reapers, so
They've
they had
met,
hopes that
yeah.
if anyone would want to save Shibuya, it would be them.
In the context of players versus Reapers, he is technically aligned with the latter.
Yeah,
My
also
personal-
what Nagi said.
My personal guess is they're apparently our enemies, but knowing how these two
Also,
operate...
Joppa, I refer to my the way of saying from my country. We haven't eaten soup together, so as far as I'm concerned, we're not friends.
Like, I get the feeling that Korea totally would be friends with the players that we play as. It's just literally the job keeps him from doing that.
Mm-hmm. Basically.
Of course, knowing Korea, I wouldn't be surprised if he'll do everything he can to work within the limitations of the rule on both ends, essentially, so he comes out either way. As far as I'm concerned about Korea, he does care, but
That's
he would
what she
mostly...
said.
You've been waiting all week to say that, haven't you? And speaking of Reapers, I brought along that noise that the Shinjuku squad cooked up.
A frog?
Well, remember
I
to.
gotta say, they're a bit of an acquired taste.
Well, remember
Don't
to.
lick them.
Well, remember to. These frogs are the slimes of this series. So
All I know is that the dialogue seems to actually imply she has built, not herself, but you know, oh, they've been building up this, they're prepared specifically for the occasion, and it's a low tier enemy just in this version.
You want a taste? Then take a bite.
well, actually, you're gonna get an explanation for that after the battle. So hold on to that.
Ready to test that theory of yours, fearless leader?
What choice do I have?
I mean, you could always just roll over and die.
No.
Okay, in that case,
Well,
I guess.
see, there's your choice.
So the illusion of choice.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it to it.
After I change this music track, I'm
Moving with a purpose, so-
For
Done with this.
All right. There you go. Now
It was so nice that our friends the Reapers could provide this noise that will
All right, so the problem with the plague noise is that they have attacks that, as you can see, they lower your groove. So you have to take extra caution when fighting the plague noise. Like, it's even more difficult to build up groove because if they hit you with their goo-like thing that they shoot, it's like you have groove poisoning or whatever it is.
What was that black goo?
There you go.
You throw off my groove, dude.
Yeah.
I guess
I'm sorry, but you thrown off the goddamn screw.
I guess it's an incentive for you to also use your limit breaks as soon as possible.
Do an all-out
Come on, guys.
attack.
Let's get
Wait a
Space
minute.
Invaders on this.
Honestly, with the perspective, reminds me a bit more of Space Harrier.
Well, remember,
Instead of being in front of a player, it's a top-down.
well, it wouldn't be the first time to remember the space area homage in Kingdom Hearts Recoded.
Okay.
In
I forgot
in Traverse Town.
Right. Well, that's because, the DS version of that game tried to have a genre shift to,
Yeah.
spice up the variety.
And Olympus Coliseum was turn-based Final Fantasy battles. All right, and
Look at that. Flying colors and everything.
Wait, it worked?
You sound so surprised.
I think it did.
Wow, you want a round of applause?
You get one clap.
Top left.
It wasn't exactly a hard-fought victory.
Oh god, we have two Sassmeisters here.
All right.
The group is out of balance.
Okay.
Oh, that's the thing, Shiri. They complement each other.
All right. So basically, Teo, there's actually the plot will the plot will actually give you a reason for why she's using the frog in a moment now.
To be fair, the actual battle included actually more, imposing ones.
Because it
So
was because it was a frog that killed her and got her sent to this world.
maybe they're just
I mean,
tasty.
poisonous
I still
frogs
have to
are
try them.
Is that all the backstories you give to the characters, Dubs?
You know, honestly, that
Yeah.
would be funny if Azuki's backstory is that she died from eating a poisonous
Yeah,
frog.
the animals that represent their power are also the things that killed them in the real world.
Bottom
Hey,
left.
that's actually not a bad idea for an afterworld concept.
Indeed, though perhaps that is best for our first foray.
I'm starting to believe that
think
Lives time traveled, from the future time travel in the 90s and convinced Rob Liefeld to start Image Comics.
Oh my goodness, that makes way too much sense. Holy cow.
Like a frog killed what's her name again?
Azuki.
Uzuki. Nagi was killed by a lion.
Remember, Jova, why do you think I cast Dwebs as Beat? Beat also forgets her name and calls her Pinky. See? Go ahead, Teo.
And I thought I was giving you kids a challenge.
Go ahead,
You
Teo.
sure? Looked to me like you were going easy on them. Weak.
I don't know what you're
Go ahead.
talking about.
You see the
I
shit
was
audience?
going all out.
Go ahead,
And
Jova.
last time I checked, slacking off was your character trait.
And I'm curious. Go ahead.
You're not wrong.
The absolute married couple.
Well, why do you think people ship these two?
Oh, well, that was obvious from like the first game.
But if I didn't know better, I'd say you were coaching them back there.
What? What? No. No. Excuse me, princess. I was simply thinking out loud. Thank you very much. I absolutely, in no way, want these jerks to level up or get strong enough to take out Sheba so I can take back my rightful place in charge. Anyway, we're done here. Bye.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, I guess.
Unofficially.
I'll pass it on for you.
Hey, whose side is you really on, yo?
Beats. Read the room.
What? We're not in the room.
And Beat cannot read. They're rapers.
Both good points.
Have you heard of Enemy of My Enemy, Beat?
Nominally speaking, that is, you feel me?
And then what? He kinda?
God, Beat is like Ash Ketchum, doesn't know what the word transcendence means. At the end of the day, I dig these traits. You can feel the pulse out here. people's ideas conflicting, changing.
Yes, we get it. Shibuya is the most amazing city of all time.
Again,
We get it.
I guess Frank Miller took over for a second. I like being in the audience. I'm a stargazer, you know.
Well, like I said, it's abundantly clear that Shibuya is to Nomura and Kondo what that city is to Frank Miller. So, on the right, on the left.
Exactly. Gaze at any stars with the sky like this dingus.
True.
I mean, to be fair, it's pretty unique, just in a battle kind of way.
Yeah, she'd be she was killed by a cat.
Then why is she a fan of Gatonero then?
Well, maybe it's a case like Catwoman in the
she's
DC
not going to allow
movie.
the fact that a cat killed her to destroy her love of a certain other kind of fictional cat. I don't think he meant it literally.
All right.
He was
I'm not
being
sure what the others are
poetic.
killed by.
He was being poetic, Shoko, okay?
Especially
It's a thing
considering
Square
since
Enix characters
it's
do.
Shibuya is back in the middle of Metropolis, with the lights of the town, you would not be able to see the stars properly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a metaphor. I understand metaphors totally.
Translation: Fred only bought recently Metaphor
You think-
Fantasia and learned a new word.
I don't think Fret, you think metaphor means four metas?
Well, that's not something for me to go and decide all by myself.
There's also that.
God, just give me a straight answer, yo.
Beat. In this game, where a boss can literally kill his
Let me
support-
put it this way. We're not gonna cause you any trouble.
Oh. That's pretty much as blatant as it gets.
So, just let us lay low for a little while, you dig?
If you don't stop talking in riddles, I'll dig that lollipop down your throat.
But of course, go ahead. Top left.
Allies in everything but name.
Of course you don't, Beat. I'm speaking in riddles. That's kind of the point. Like a clue that will make you go, oh, so that's what you meant. Lay low.
Beat, you would hate the Riddler.
Phew, what a relief.
I hate him already. I only know his name.
That's actually not a bad intuition there.
That noise is pretty nasty. The infection's already spreading to the RG.
Yep.
But people in real life already move around like their husks. So how are you going to tell?
Even more like empty husks.
Might want to do something about it before it becomes a full-blown pandemic.
This game released only a year after the pandemic.
Yeah. Like,
They know what they're doing.
And it's that whole thing with Rendo's mask and, the whole washing hands when we talked about that band a week ago, right? This game was made during the pandemic. It's obvious.
Okay. Well, obviously this is a reaction to that. Given how YouTube was acting, if this had been released in the middle of 2020, I have to wonder if any video showcasing this would have been demonetized just for daring to mention the word pandemic, because the YouTube landscape was that wild at
The
some
bots tended
point.
to recognize on a vocal command drop, and this line was not, unless the person in question read like we did, it probably shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, yeah. More vocal, fair enough.
Okay.
Which means you can interfere with the RG.
But only on special circumstances.
So a Wednesday.
Actually, this is the first day of the week, so it's either Sunday or Monday.
Let's get that Days of the Week song.
Yeah, I suppose.
Gotta love Korea's ability to act chill even when the world is ending.
Us players can't do anything about the RG. Not while we're here, anyway.
It's the kind of transcendence that you see characters like Sans doing. Oh, I know word? Another day.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Basically. Come on, Pedro, press X, please.
This revelation just shocked you to your core.
Yeah.
So why don't you do something about it?
Well,
Because I'm lazy.
Hashtag too much effort.
Well, there is a big revelation at the end of week 3, Dwebs, that kind of let me like that. So who knows? Let's see if I do that. But that particular scene is voiced, so it wouldn't happen in this playthrough.
Fred was just a figment of Ringo's imagination the whole time.
No, you see, Dwebs, the plot.
We already went through this.
No, don't you see, Dwebs? Go ahead.
Huh? You talk a big game for such a tiny frame.
Hey, don't underestimate the value of a tiny frame. That comes in handy in fighting games.
Rest assured, I'm doing what I can. But keep that between you and me. Laters.
Dwebs, don't you see the big revelation at the end of week 3 is that Fred reveals himself to be the villain. He goes mad and he kills Rindo.
So he becomes the protagonist then.
Fred, here's a natural line from Fred Dwebs. Haha! Surprise, Rindo! It was me all along.
Yeah, Rindo is like in a trance like this, and Shoka is like, wake up.
Huh? Oh, nothing, yeah. Wake up, and then the whole game was a dream.
Rindu, now is absolutely not the time to be dozing off.
Just got to have you on our side.
Oh god,
Shadowing.
what if it turns out Izuki and Korea were actually Swallow?
If you
Yeah,
like
we took turns with the account.
If you like her company, just tell her you like her, you idiot. Incurring an attack from the plague noise will reduce your groove. Land a beat drop combo on one of these noise to recoup your losses and increase your groove even more than usual. So yeah, the advantage is that, like, you lose groove if you get hit by their thing. However, if you do a beat drop combo right after, you will increase your groove even more than usual. So basically, it's not all bad.
Oh, so
beat
Pedro,
drop combo.
don't you know? Toradora told me that it builds character not talking with each other. Yeah, Dwebs, you wanted Tsundere character, but you absolutely would not like it. Try Aizaka Taiga.
Okay.
Are those more play
That one is
points?
very much... Okay, do a beat drop combo. Somebody grab beat and whack the noise with
Oh
it.
wow, it's a frog
Like a
fest.
hammer.
Let me put. Here's something. Okay, great. It's a whole swarm. Well, shit.
Well, it's a good thing we know that our theory works.
No biggie, we got our ultimate weapon, yo. Yeah,
A
I'm not gonna
light.
make a Hong Kong 97 joke, by the way.
I doubt one little black light will be much use.
Against this many, I can see Yoshoko's point.
We'll just buy a bigger one.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good question. Why didn't they bought more, one for each person?
We spend all our money.
They cost the. But Fury, we had like nearly 1 million yen.
We're cheapskates.
So that's it. You're gonna die because you're cheap.
Judging by our earlier experiences.
I thought this was the World Ends Review, not a Christmas Carol.
Basically, Twibs, the tsundere characters in 100 Girlfriends, their tsundereness is actually presented as a character flaw that the characters themselves don't like being like that, and they try their best to overcome it. So it's something that the plot addresses add-on instead of just being something that's just done for the hell of it.
I will say this. Tropes are effectively tools. It's like with the Lyra revealed one. I typically don't like those, but I won't say it automatically is bad just because it's there.
It's all about the execution. Go ahead, Shira, please.
As soon as we shine the light on one,
Haha, I see what you did there.
Oh, reflect it.
Sure, that works.
another will likely advance upon us from the rear.
Oh,
Oh,
crap.
never mind. She was speaking in bouts of fear. I thought she had an idea there.
No, not at all.
Well,
just
shoot,
wanted-
the brainy kid did...
I just wanted to press. I just wanted to stress the
then-
impending doom.
And then Nagi's like, hey, that's a stereotype, brah. Just because I'm an otaku with glasses, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm nerdy and intelligent.
So you're not intelligent?
We
Okay.
go back to the store and buy every light on the shelf. Hey, that's a good
Genius.
idea.
Go ahead. Top left.
And how exactly do you plan on carrying them all?
Shoga, you never
put 'em
played
on-
Al-
We'll
you
put
never
them on our
played
belts.
you never played Alan Wake, did you?
Also,
One on our
also,
belts, we'll put one on each of
No,
our
it's okay.
limbs,
No, no.
on our foreheads.
No, it's okay. Remember, this is an RPG. That means we have bottomless pockets for some reason.
yeah, I was about to say. Oh, so now we don't have bottomless pockets?
No, I was talking about her girlfriend. There's a little joke about a moment like this where there's a straight man line saying, "Now this manga suddenly decides to care about realism." So,
Like that quote from Gaming and Queen 2 years ago. So much for realism.
I mean, by that
Guys.
logic, we should.
For now, we need to get out of here.
Run away! Run away!
Raise a Peter,
We
run
can't handle
away.
this yet.
okay, so basically, run away, run away, run away. Nick?
Rendell, will you stop being such a damn defeatist?
Okay, so while our heroes bravely run away from danger,
And bicker.
we'll see what happens next time, everybody. See ya.
See ya.
That's
Yeah.